Hi guys, WhitehouseFilms here with a new vlog, and this is the final vlog in this series of videos. Well, would you believe it? We've come through one whole year of these vlogs, and let's see what the final result looks like. So we got the Ffarquhar Branch line. It was fully completed on the late hours of the 10th of November 2016, and the model exhibit where it's going to be taking part is held on the 12th of November 2016. So it's been a really big journey here to get the layout to this stage, and we had come across one or two hiccups along the way, but these were resolved and fixed, and the layout's now working perfectly as I wanted it to do. And I'd say it's probably one of my best ones I've done so far. Up to this date here, it's probably just the best layout I've ever done. So, this series of vlogs, I'm going to explain to you guys how you can take part in, how you can see about taking part in your own model area exhibition. So, first of all, what you have to do is to contact the people who are going to hold the show. Now, if the model show is going to be taking place in your area, basically check details as to who's holding it, and then find the person in charge of the exhibition and say to them, I would like to enter my layout into your show. Is it possible for me to take part in? Now, it's very important to ask this here, because the last thing you want to find out is that there's no space in the venue for your layout to take part in. So when I started my exhibitions days with my first version of Ffarquhar, I just managed to get in, because I think I sort of left mine a bit late, but I managed to get contact with the holders of the show, and Ffarquhar was squeezed in at the last minute. So that was a big relief. But for this year's show, they asked me to come back, so and I am with my new version of Ffarquhar, and they're really looking forward to it. So hopefully on the day of the show that they'll enjoy it. So once you've got permission to feature your layout at the show, the next thing you need to do is to fill out a form. Now, they'll send you this here via email, and this example, I'm going to be using an example from this book called More Layouts for Limited Spaces by Nigel Adams. And this book is, I really strongly recommend this book if you ever want to take part in a model, if you want to learn about exhibiting your layout, because it gives you all the tips and details to how you can go about doing that. So here they have an example as to how these forms would look like. And basically what you have to do is you have to, first of all, you have to fill out who your name is, what the name of your layout is, how big it is. It's very important to write down how big the layout is. In this case here, the person's actually drawn like a little dimension as to how big the layout is. Give all the measurements there. Again, give the measurement inside. Talk about how many people are going to be taking part with you, come along with you to help out running your layout. If there is any items that you need, so for example, would you need any spare chairs, any tables? Would you need a barrier to protect your layout from children? Any details like that there, make sure you write that down. They might also ask you, would you require a lunch during the show? In this case, I didn't need that there, because I always bring a pack of lunch with me. So they might ask you that, they might not. So if there are, just select what you want. And then they'll ask you for information on your layout. So you can write down exactly what your layout is, where it's based on, and this information will go into a little flyer that they'll hand out to the public, so that they'll be able to know what the layout is and what they expect to see from it. And that's pretty much it, really. So this book will pretty much cover all the details out there. So you have like a little, it shows you all what the preparation would be for getting your layout in already. What this book also has is some photographs of the original Ffarquhar Branch line engines. So here, this picture here is actually a picture of the original storage boxes that the original locomotives would be kept in. And also, a bit of eye candy here. the Ffarquhar Branch line. Well, the Mark II anyway. So that's a nice little cameo feature in that there. So if any of you guys want to get a copy of this here just to see those pictures, that's the book for you. You might be able to find it in some bookstores. If not, try Amazon or any online book retailers. But hopefully you should find a copy. So once you've got everything written down, the next thing you need to do is that once your layout is completed, you need to make up a checklist. Now this is my checklist that I have for Ffarquhar, and I've written down all the items that I need to bring, disregarding to, of course, the layout itself, my stands, all my bits and bobs I want. So I have lights, chairs, folding tables, like this one here, for take along with me if I wanted to have a little service station to service my locomotives. Extension leads, best to bring 2 extension leads in this case because of course, first of all, you need extension cord so that you can extend power to the layout, but also you need a special type of extension lead that has like a special switch in it that'll cut off power if there's a short, if there's like an electrical short in the venue, and this extension lead wouldn't allow any, it would prevent any electrical features on your layout from getting damaged. So I'd say it's best to get one of those extension leads. You probably would find them in maybe any electrical shops or retailers. Just ask your local retailer, and they'll provide you with the one you want. So then also you have your modeling tools and other items that you need, and then also make a checklist of all the locomotives you want to bring. So in this case, I'm gonna have my Thomas model, Percy, Toby, all that they're coming along. And then you also have to write down your rolling stock, what rolling stock you're gonna bring with you. How you try and organize this to what number you need, and keep a spare sheet left over because you never know when there might be something else that you might want to bring along at the last minute, so make sure you do that. And also what I've written down here at the bottom here is to make sure that you have transport. Now in this case we'll have to hire out a van to transport Ffarquhar, and always make sure at the very last minute here that it's okay. If you have a van of your own, that's good. Test and make sure the layout fits into it okay. It's easily packed. It can be packed away and loaded and unloaded okay. But if you don't have one, then check with any van hire or retailer or anything to make sure that the van is big enough to carry your layout. And that's pretty much it so far. Oh yes, one last thing is also make sure you have when you're bringing your rolling stock out there, make sure you have special boxes to keep them in. So for my case, I have these little craft boxes which I've made up. I might do a tutorial maybe someday on how to make one. Show you guys how to make these. But if you don't have any of those stock boxes, I would say maybe if you get one of those stationary box files and you put a bit of some cardboard strips down them to divide out sections, they would be good for little stock boxes. But if not, then you can buy specially made stock boxes from some online shops. So just have a look around and see what you can find. One of my friends, Sparkshot, or Knuckles as he's often known, he did a review video on a product testing or product review of some special stock boxes. So I'll forward a link to his video on that there. So it'll be worth checking out if you want to go for those sort of stock boxes. Now, another item you want to bring along, if your layout like mine, it operates on a certain operation schedule, best bring a copy of your operation movements. So in this case, I have this is the Ffarquhar Branch Mark 1 timetable, which I copied and pasted from the Railway Modeler article, and I've written it up and just printed it out and framed it there just so I can have it with me at the show, and also just allow the public to know what train movements are going on at this exact time. Also try and do a practice run with your layout to make sure that all the trains run okay on this here, because the last thing you need is a disaster or a derailment. So don't leave it to the last minute. Test it out first before you exhibit it to the public, and make sure everything runs okay. So I tried it with this one here, and it's working fine there. So we'll be all right with that there. And also have some little features here regarding to your layout. So in this case, I have two maps of the Ffarquhar Branch line. So in this case, we have like a detailed map. Again, this is from the Railway Model article, and this one here is from I think it's from the surprise packet. I think that the Reverend Audrey Edmund Ward produced. So I got this from the Realizer Thomas though. So I hope they don't mind me using this here for this exhibition. But this just to tell people, what stories and what events took place along the branch line, where it happened. So that's just a little feature to have. And then for these ones here, these are just little detail features. So we have the history of the branch line, tells you all here what's it all about. And then here we have details as to what's on the layout, and it just this one just pretty much describes the layout as to what's all there and what to expect when you see it. And then once that's all done, you can go and enjoy yourself at the Model Railway exhibition. So this is where I'll leave you, and I'll leave you with the Ffarquhar Branch line at its exhibit. See you soon.
walk away now, not their idea. Whether he will or not, he will, and how he uses it, that's the track. Thank you.
So we're just now finished up the model railway show. Ffarquhar performed really well. Got a lot of good comments from people here. It's inspired quite a lot of young modelers and older modelers, and yeah, it's performed very well indeed. For the day, I couldn't run Mavis and Daisy on the line because the turntable operation movements that I said that they run on required, they tend to work more on the Mark II model railway layout that the Rev Notion made. So I think maybe from now on, I would probably, when I'm exhibiting this layout, I probably would just have Thomas, Percy and Toby operating on it. But maybe on some occasions I will have Daisy and Mavis playing on it. So we're now going to start packing up, and yeah, it's been absolutely great. Okay guys, thank you so much here for tuning into my video vlogs of building Ffarquhar. It's been a great journey here these last 2 years getting it ready. Thank you very much to all my subscribers and viewers out there, and all my friends and all on the model forums who have given their helps and assistance getting the layout running, and to give me support on getting the layout built. Okay guys, WhitehouseFilms signing out. Goodbye.